it is different from the actual astronaut and analog astronaut? I would like to know.
Okay, so actual astronauts are those people who are like training, or who are like either training or who have already been there in space. Astronaut candidates are those people who are like under training for becoming an astronaut. If there is any allegation, I am ready to face it, but I don't want my family to get involved in it. Yeah, I was like expecting some type of reaction, and they were like, "Hi."
Hello everyone. So welcome to the Curious Talk, a series by me, Jitu, where I just talk to the incredible people who are having very interesting type of stories, are basically incredible type of journey, and I just try to talk to them and just try to understand them. And today we are having such interesting person only, the Sibgha Anwar, who is an astronaut candidate at Titan Space Industry, a mission by Titan, which is just going to be launched in 2030. So hi Sibka, how are you?
Hi, I am great, Jitu. How are you?
I'm
Thank you
good.
so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful intro. And I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I'm also so happy to have you here. I would like to know a few things about you, ma'am. Could you just tell me your journey, ma'am, from uh, like early life? I would like to know from your journey from the school time to the college, and how did you get into the astronaut candidate thing?
All right. So from childhood, just like anybody else who has like aerospace dreams, I always wanted to be some type of like a scientist. I didn't really know what type of scientist I'm going to be. My options were like really broad at that time. But as I gradually grew up, I was like, space is like really interesting. I was like really into like knowing more about like black holes, exoplanets, different planets in the solar system, asteroids and stuff. And that curiosity gradually like turned into a passion of becoming an astronaut. So that's how it went on. And so I just decided to take the path of like engineering to get to that dream. So currently I am and excuse me. So
That's okay.
currently I am pursuing like bachelor in mechanical engineering. And if I talk about how I got into the astronaut candidate program, it was like I didn't, first of all, I really didn't have no idea about this program. I did know about Titan Space, but I didn't really know that they were having this program. So it was more of like I was like one day I was like checking out LinkedIn, and I saw a few of like one of my like friend, and also he was like there in my team in one of the analog missions that I was a part of. It was of Habitat Marte. I was in mission 217 of the virtual analog. So he was there with me in that, and from his LinkedIn, I got to know about this program, and I applied for it and had the interview with NSL, and NSL was like really great in the interview, and I got into this program.
Okay. We really just mention about another company. Do you know about that?
Habitat Mart.
Yeah, what is that, ma'am?
Okay, so Habitat Mart is basically an analog station there in Brazil. If I talk about analog stations and what analog stations are, these are basically small habitats which are built here on Earth, and they simulate conditions that they would be on any other extraterrestrial surface like Moon or like Mars. So yeah.
Okay. So they are just going to simulate the same scenarios, whatever the scenario is going to be on the moon or Mars. Not
Yeah,
exactly, but like that. But yeah, it is going to be most
similar to that.
similar to that. Okay, 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 it's really nice. And there is a two terms. Okay, we have been talked, but yeah, I just wanted to ask from the side of viewers who are just going to watch this.
Mhm.
Can you just tell me in a very simple way what is analog astronaut? And if you have to just explain about it, how would you able to explain in a very simple
All right.
language?
Just like I mentioned about Habitat Marte, which is actually an analog station. Analog astronauts are those. people who go to these analog habitats and actually like remain there in the simulation. They like basically simulate any like moon or Mars surface, and they pretend as if they were on Mars or moon. So they perform experiments, they do extravehicular activities, which is basically the act of like going outside the protective environment or habitat. So that's what an analog astronaut is.
And how it is different from the actual astronaut and analog astronaut? I would like to know.
Okay, so actual astronauts are those people who are like training, or who are like either training or who have already been there in space, or maybe on moon and stuff, like Neil Armstrong. We all know about him. And if I talk about astronaut candidates are those people who are like under training for becoming an astronaut. So one thing that a lot of companies do is they have like multiple astronaut candidates, and if one of them, maybe let's say one of them sustains an injury, they still have a few more to go,
Mm.
so they can like pick the best one, something like that.
Okay, okay. Like the NASA used to train lots of astronaut, but there'll be few astronaut who just going to be selected for particular missions.
Yeah,
Something
that's right.
like. Okay.
Yep. And also I want to mention that here at Titan Space Industries, we also have a lot of astronaut candidates, but maybe probably not all of them might go to space. Some of them might stay here on Earth and work on like the mission control and like the ground control center, and help other astronauts reach space, and like you can say that they can help with the mission, or indicate what things that the other astronauts should do. So yeah.
Okay. 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 I got about it. So basically, yeah, there will be the lots of people who just going to be undergo with all those trainings, but there will be few of them who just
Mhm.
going to be selected for the missions. Okay. So as in a
Yeah,
recent video,
initially it would be like
yeah.
that. Mhm.
Okay. So in a recent conversation with Neal, who is the CEO of space industry, he just explained about the mission, how it's just going to be. Recently, it was just planned for 2029 and they just postponed it for 2030. And so, can you just tell me, in your ways, like how do you see that mission and what do you know about it? Like, as you also the part of it. So, can you just explain, like the
Mhm.
people who are just going to watch it, so they could just understand, like which type of mission that
Mhm.
going to be?
All right, so it was shifted from 2029 to 2030 to give us like more time to actually develop the technology that is required for the mission, because it's like it's better to delay a mission than to send like an ready mission. So it is like going to give us more time for the training and stuff, because we are thinking that we will start with our training first of all. Like our basic training is which will involve all the like the basic theory and all a little bit of theoretical stuff. The conducted online, and then we will start with the actual in-person training after that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And our first mission is going to be, I think, the lower Earth orbit mission, in which we are going to send people to Leo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So basically, as you just explained about that mission, okay. So I would like to know one more thing. Becoming an astronaut candidate in Titan space industry. Okay. Because there would be lots of people after watching this video as well, and after look out your profile, like how I just approach you. They always just going to maybe there will be few people
Mhm.
who just going to try like how can
Mhm.
I join that? So what should be the prerequisite to join the Titan space industries if, as an astronaut candidate are the astronauts?
All right. Wait, let me just cover in peace. Okay, cut that part out. Okay, that
No, no,
makes
it's
me look
okay. It's
really bad.
completely fine. It's going to be
Okay.
for everyone, so everyone could understand. Like we are so comfortable.
Mhm. Yeah, we are so comfortable. All right. So, question. What was the question? Can you please repeat the question?
Okay. So I'm just going to ask again. So I would like to know from the side of viewers, the people who are just going to watch this video, and maybe there will be people who just going to have lots of doubt. If uh, someone just want to become an astronaut candidate for Titan space industry, what should be the prerequisite when they would be able to apply for that program?
All right, as you've already talked with me, you
Okay.
would have like found out that we are like a really ambitious company.
Okay.
So as long as you have the ambition and passion for space, of reaching the stars, you can apply, and all the training and stuff would be taken care of by TSI.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Because you know that we have a lot of like people from which are who are like under 21. I'm also under 21. So we have like we have different scans who are like 13 years old, 17 years old.
Okay.
So we have people who are like that young.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know Kevalia, she was here as well.
Yeah,
She
Shiva.
also like great.
I know about it.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, it's really nice. Okay. Okay, so when you just got selected for this program, basically, what was your family reaction? Like, how did they
Okay.
react? Do
You
they
already
really know
know
about
this. You already know about this, but my family does not yet know about this.
it?
So you know, you already know the main reason is mostly because that I don't want to involve my family because currently TSI is facing a lot of like allegations and accusations. So I don't want my family to get involved into that. So if there is any allegation, I am ready to face it, but I don't want my family to get involved in this.
It's really nice. And what about your friend reaction? How they were having the reactions after getting to know about all those things?
Okay, if I talk about my friend, okay, three of my friends already they found it out through my LinkedIn, and when I came back to the university, I was like expecting some type of reaction, and they were like, "Hi." They were like, "There's no change." And if I talk about some of my other friends, a few friends are again they would have known about it from my LinkedIn, but they didn't really come up to me in university and talked about it. But only one did. She was like, "Yeah, you did something with like Titans. Yeah, yeah, that's you." So it was something like that. So yeah.
And what is the reason behind it? Like, can you just tell me, like, which college in which you are just completing your bachelor's?
Okay, I am studying in Institute of Space Technology,
Okay.
Pakistan. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. People were maybe not. The people maybe it could be that people don't really know about Titan space, or
Okay.
they are not really familiar with the term ASCAN.
Okay.
So that could be one reason.
Okay. Not a big deal. Okay, so I would like to know one more thing. Why did you choose the mechanical engineer? As we already have been discussed, but I'm asking on the behalf of people who just going to watch this video.
All right. So mechanical engineering is like a really vast field. So and it's like really like all the basics that you want to know about any like aerospace or aeronautics, you can find that in mechanical. So I was like, if this could give me all the like a really good foundation, because I've heard from a lot of people that whatever you study in bachelor, you don't really exactly apply the same thing because it's mostly theory. That's what I've heard from a lot of my seniors and a lot of from even my mentor. I mentioned about him before, Dr. Ravi Margasahayam. They also said that you don't exactly use all of those things that you study there in bachelor's. So I was like, if I wanted to choose like a degree which would give me like a really strong base in the basics. So I am like learning about all the basics, and I'm like really happy.
And, I would like to know one more thing about the Institute of Space Technology, this college. Like, which type of college is this, and how can someone get enrolled in this? Like in India, if I'll talk about.
Mhm,
So I'm in India, and in India, basically there are few better colleges like the IIT we are
mhm,
having, and I see Bangalore, which is IC and iSearch, these are
Mhm,
dedicated for the resource thing, and IITs and the IST are related to the tech things and all. Okay, the technology engineering
mhm.
things and all. So, which type of college is the Institute of Space Technology, and how can someone get into it? Is there any exam
All
for
right.
that, entrance exam?
Mhm. All right. As the name suggests, it's like space technology, so it's like a space-themed university. To get into Institute of Space Technology, it's like pretty simple process. You just have to give like one national test that NTS holds. It's the National Testing Service. So they have this test, and we just have to like get good marks in that, and it also it also depends upon the grade that you got in your FSC. So it's like they somehow they give percentage that the your marks in this test has this much percentage, and your or like weightage, like this test has this much weightage and your um FSC result has this much weightage. So that's how they like, find out the aggregate and stuff. Mhm,
Okay. I would like to know few things about the Pakistan Space
mhm,
Agency as well. Uh, I didn't wanted to add that, but yeah, I would like to know from the you as well. Like you are looking so dedicated from my eyes. Okay, how I'm being able to understand. Like you are being so much ambitious toward the space science and all. So, what do you think? How is the like space industry of, or you can say the space science department of the space of Pakistan? And what do you think? What they are just
mhm,
going to do? Because currently they are not having any like future plans, like how ISRO is doing or any other like CSA is doing
mhm.
and others. So, how can you just tell me a few things about that?
All right. So, Pakistan Space Agency is basically called SPARCO,
Okay.
and SPARCO doesn't like, really tell about their missions publicly, at least to the extent that I know of. For example, like okay, if I talk about a few of their missions, they recently launched this like hyperspectral satellite in collaboration with China's Chinese space station. I think
Oh,
like no Chinese space agency,
yeah, CNSA.
and
Yeah.
yeah, CNS, yeah,
Okay.
that. And apart from that, I do remember I told you about ICAS last time as well. ICAS is basically like international conference on applications of space science and technology. So that was held there in my university, and all the some of the astronauts and different people from like space sector, like GIS and stuff, they were invited to our university from different countries, from like Senegal, New Zealand, US, and all. And this was like a really huge conference there, and that was also like organized with Sparco in collaboration with IST and NCGSA. And there I actually happened to witness this like secret meeting, you can say. There were some Pakistani astronauts, and the astronauts that were from like about Vladimir Cluster. So he was there in the meeting, and they were just having a meeting, like astronaut only meeting, you can say.
Okay.
So yeah, so so they were like planning to launch these astronauts to the Chinese space station through Chinese space agency.
Okay.
So
In
everything
collaboration.
is going in like in collaboration and
Okay.
in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you just tell me a few things about the Pakistan education system? As we were discussing before this recording thing, okay, I would like to know in this recording as well how it is and how you are looking into it.
It's pretty similar to like India's education system.
Okay.
So like there's more of like more focus on like theoretical work
Okay.
and less focus on like practical work. So you can say that innovation is not really in the picture. Maybe at some places which are really good, and it all like it actually depends upon the education system. So if education system is focusing more on the practical stuff and what is it called, like research and development stuff from an early age is my like main concern. I really want that they add this in the curriculum, like research and development things from like a younger age, like maybe in like eighth, nine, maybe if not in like fifth or sixth grade, maybe in eighth or ninth class.
Okay.
But currently, like the government is working on a lot of like educational initiative, like distributing laptops and stuff. So that is helping to some extent. And they've also like changed like the internship requirements. And yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't
So
know how much effect it's going to have, but I hope that it has like really good effect on the youth and the educational system.
okay.
Because
Okay.
nobody can say that whether it's going to work or not, but I am really hopeful that it works.
Got it. Yeah, it should be. It should be. There
Mm.
should be improvement in that. It should be more practical rather than
Yep.
being too much theoretical things and all. Yeah. Okay, so Sibka, next part, I would just go for your analog astronaut training things. Like, what are the things if someone just
Mhm.
going to watch it? So, what are the things is going to be into the analog astronaut training, and what are the difficulties, and which type of difficulty just going to be,
Mhm.
and what are the things they have to just go through it? So, I would like to know everything about it.
Mm. All right. As I've mentioned that I was there in the virtual mission of Habitat Marte analog mission. I
Yeah,
was
you
there
mentioned
in the
about that.
virtual mission. Yeah. So I think that Martin would be the best to tell you about like the in-person mission, but I would share to the extent that I know of, and also let me start with the virtual mission. How it went was that we the mission was about 14 days long, and we had meetings every day for like 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, on like a fixed time. So we had to make ourselves available. There was some exercise session, and also some like meditation, which we used to call like mind fusion sessions. And it was more of like you can say a small like research thing. So we had to like prepare like a presentation on a certain facility that was assigned to us. So there was like launch pad, we could work on like engineering center, health center, power station and stuff. So we were like divided into different groups. So yeah, that's how and we were like supposed to give presentations. Yeah.
So
So at the end of the
this was all
mission, we were
about the
supposed
virtual one, right?
yeah, virtual. And like if I talk about like the real one involves actually going to the actually going to the habitat, and there you live there in the habitat for like 4 to 5 days, or like analog missions range from like 4 to 5 days to weeks to months even. So
Okay.
you actually go to the analog habitat and stay there for 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
You cannot leave, so that we can like, or the people, they can actually like test your psychological abilities, or um how the isolation is going to affect different people
Okay, physically and okay,
physically and
psychological.
psychologically. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they also conduct different experiments, may be it like sample mining, like getting samples from different places, and like growing plants, trying to grow plants, and also like extravehicular activities like going out of the protective and protected, or like protected environment, or like the habitat. You go out and you spend a few hours outside in spacesuit and wearing like heavy equipments, and then you come back. So that's like called the whole EVS. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they are just trying to do everything, whatever the thing is going to be happen in the space, like what are the thing we
Yeah.
have to do, right? Okay, on there.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's really amazing. Okay, it's really nice to get
Yeah.
to know about.
Also, I really want to be part of like an actual analog mission where I go in person.
Okay.
So there are a lot of like missions. You already know about Hope, that is there in India.
Yeah, yeah, you just
Yeah.
told me about that.
Yeah,
We were
I
discussing
told you about that.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
telling the audience. I'm telling the audience.
yeah.
So, yeah,
I never heard about it.
when I actually go to like an in-person analog mission, I will come back on this Curious Mind series and talk about my missions.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just going to make it continue.
Yep.
By the way, this is not the Curious Mind series. That is of propagation thing.
Oh,
Okay.
then sorry, which series is that?
Curious Talk. This one is a
Curious Talk.
different
Yeah,
one.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
that
I'm
one
sorry.
is my another one.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
All right, and also we are like trying to build one here in Pakistan. For the audience,
Yeah,
again, you
I was
already
just
know
going to
about
ask
it.
about that only. Like,
All
can
right.
you just tell me about that?
Okay. So we are trying to build an analog station right here in Pakistan as well, whose name is going to be SAFAR. South
Okay.
not exactly, not like Urdu or Hindi. Well, it's like Urdu and Hindi SAFAR, not like English wala SAFAR.
Okay.
You can see that, yeah. So SAFAR is like South Asian Facility of Analog Research.
Okay.
We are like trying to make it like as close as it can be to an actual mission there on Mars. So it is also like backed up by the Mars Society.
It,
You might already know about the Mars
yeah,
Society, or like
I know about it.
MDRS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we are trying. So I'm also in that team. So we are
Okay.
working. So I'm personally working on the EVA side of the analog habitat.
Okay.
So yeah, we're trying to get it approved and built.
Okay. It's not going to be in collaboration with the government of Pakistan. Okay. It's just going to be in
Uh,
digital board.
well, we're still trying to get like sponsors and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
We
It's
would
really
love to
nice.
collaborate with the government. We well, actually, we're trying to like get the idea approved by the government.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the our main target is to make it as realistic as possible, as scientifically accurate as possible.
Okay. Okay.
The
So,
the founder actually shared like a video of like a 1 meter by 1 meter 1 meter, yeah, 1 meter by 1 meter like habitat, which was actually pressurized. It was like a circular dome, and it was actually pressurized.
okay.
Like we are trying to build their own like Mars and Moon. It was actually like a pressurized chamber to simulate the environment of Earth there on Mars. So it was similar to that.
Okay. So, if you have any idea, just imagine there is a guy from India like me and who just want to start a same company, a startup like that. How can someone do that? Like, what are the
Like
things I have to do that? Okay.
Titan Space Industries or
No, no, not the Titan one.
okay,
That
any
suffer thing.
something. All
Yeah.
right. First of all, as I've already given this advice to you, I want you to actually go to a mission in person. Like an
Okay.
in-person mission, go there and observe how they are like collecting data, how they are like keeping record of like the analog astronauts mental health, how they are dealing with physical health, what type of exercises they are doing, what type of like activities they are doing, whether be it like the EVAs, be it the debriefing, be it the like waking up, I don't know, something like that. All the usual. They're in like the airlock, how you operate and how you design the EVs.
What is EV? You just mentioned two times. I just
Yep.
want to know about that.
Okay. EVAs or extravehicular activities is when you
Okay, okay.
actually leave the pressurized or like the protected environment. You go out in like the bare Martian or lunar like surface, and you do like some type of mission or experiment. You collect maybe samples. You are maybe collecting samples or trying to deploy something there. So yeah. Mhm.
Okay, okay. It's really nice. Start is going to be in Pakistan as well. Okay,
Yep.
I'll think about it. Maybe we'd be able to start. Okay, just kidding.
Yep. When you
Okay,
start, invite me. I want to be the one of the first analog astronauts there at your facility.
okay, definitely. I'll
Yep.
think about it. If I'd be able to do that, I'll definitely do because it is going to be way more better for the student who are having any interest in the space
Yep.
as little bit as it is going to basically encourage them in those things. Okay.
Yep.
There is a very interesting community. Okay, who just think like that. Okay, there definitely there will be lots of people like that who just think like, we should not waste lots of money in the space explorations. What do you think about them, and what would you like to say on this much thought, like this particular thoughts?
First of all, I want to ask this question from those people, why? Come on, man. Like, why? Okay, so this is like a jargon that I'm using, but we have things called like spin-offs. Spin-offs are basically the technologies which are designed for outer space or like space missions, but they can also be used here on Earth, and they can be really helpful. Like if we're trying to build, let's say we're trying to build like let's talk about habitats. If we're trying to build like inflatable habitats which could be built there on Mars or in space in like let's say 4 to 5 days. If we have if we use that technology here on Earth and make it, maybe let's make it like a little cheaper to like fill in that gap, not make it that expensive, but still make it like durable. If we use that technology here on Earth in places where there are like, let's say, we've experienced floods there. People are like people don't have homes. We What if we build those habitats there here on Earth for those people in like 4 to 5 days or like 2 days? See, this is like an example of spin-offs.
Okay.
If we let me give another example. For example, if we are there on like the space station, International Space Station, we are reusing the water through different like machines and stuff. What if we use that here on Earth? So actually that was designed for there to be used there on in space, but we can use it here where there is like water scarcity. So there are like a lot of applications which can be used, and also like the asteroid things, and it can hit Earth and stuff. It's like really like filmy type of thing. But the Dart, you know about the mission Dart,
Then DART, DART.
yeah,
Yeah, I know about that.
DAR, yeah,
Yeah,
that was like sent to like
minus.
push an asteroid out of its orbit.
Mm.
So that could be really helpful for like maybe in future if
Yeah,
such
it's
type
going
of
to be the
thing happens again.
problem's
Yeah,
going to be happen.
yeah, problem. Yeah,
Definitely, it's just going to be.
right.
Okay.
And
Okay. So
also, I want to mention
yeah,
one other thing. From Habitat Martin, my professor was Julia Rezende, and he said that we are all astronauts. If we think about it, we are here on Earth, and Earth is like a huge spaceship. Just consider it a huge spaceship, and it's actually traveling in the universe. So we are explorers. We are like trying to explore everything. Earth is an explorer itself if we think about it like that, in like like an analogous type of thing.
okay, it's quite
Yes.
good. Okay, I would like to ask very different type of question. Okay, but it is just going to be related to that. Do you believe in aliens?
Why not? Come on, aliens listen. Aliens are not just like super intelligent creatures. They could be like small microorganisms. They are also, if they are not here on Earth, they are living in some other planet. They are aliens. If they it's like a single tiny cell, that is alien. If you think about it that way, maybe
Okay,
there could be like actual like intelligent life out there, but there are a lot of theories about that as well. Maybe okay. If you ask me about it, I will say that if not intelligent life, but microorganisms can still exist.
so basically, you just believe in aliens, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's really nice. What about the flat earther theory? Would you like to say something on it? Because
Like,
you are an analog, like astronaut candidate, sorry. So what do you think about that? The people who believe like Earth is flat.
I mean, I don't know. Why would anybody believe that Earth is flat? Like, I'm like speechless about it. There is like you have literal pictures, you have literal satellites. If you know what flat earthers should do, they should just gather in one place and like use, what is that called? Like a weather balloon. Like small satellites that people build out of weather balloon and like attach like a camera with that.
Yeah, yeah.
They should just use that send it up and retrieve the camera and information, see the video and see the earth for itself.
Okay. This one just going to be very different. I'm just going to create the short reel for this because
For
people should know about it.
yeah, this is really simple. It could be done by people with a few people, if people just put in a little bit of effort. Flat earthers just put in a little bit of effort, they can see that earth is actually sphere.
Definitely. This would be way more better.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the debate once and for all.
Yeah, those communities just going to be stopped. There are lots of people who just fund them as well. I don't know who are those people, but yeah, it's really interesting. We should just do this. Okay. Yeah, I would like to know one more thing. What are your future goals? It's being little bit kind of mummy type of questions, but I really want to know. What do you want to do? Like, what are your future goals?
All right. If I talk about like my short-term goals, I really want to get into research.
Okay.
Apart from research, I want to learn like different skills, like I've said about like CFP, CAD. I already know CAD to some extent, but I want to develop my skills in that. Like, learn all the basic software that a good engineer should know about.
Okay.
I want to do that. And apart from that, I've already mentioned this before. I actually want to be part of an in-person mission, maybe at the Analog Astronaut Training Center there in Poland, or maybe at Habitat Market, or even at lunaries. But the lunaries people, they don't take people younger than 21. 21. So I really want to be in an actual analog mission and experience that, and make it like common here in Pakistan. The people should know about analog missions. People should know about analog habitats. They deserve to know. Come on. And also, if I talk about like my long-term goals, they involve first of all getting like the training under TSI, and also if I get the chance, I would love to do the masters as well. Masters in either mechanical or aerospace.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's about it for now. Um, like if you would have asked me this question 4 to 5 months back, would have been like, I just want to do my bachelor's and then master's. But now I have made like short-term goals. After achieving these goals, I will make more short-term goals. So it is going to be like that, like breaking down my journey into smaller chunks so that it's easier for me to handle.
Really nice. Okay, nice to hear. Definitely, I would also follow the same rules. Okay, it's really amazing. Okay, I would like to ask one more thing.
Mhm.
Like, as you already know, there is a very few women in the space. Okay, like there are not that much women in the space. And if you just consider any particular countries, like Asian countries mostly, okay, because I believe in like in Western countries, the most of the country and the people do know about the space science and all. But there is in the Asian countries, most of the people like they're not that much aware of that. If you'll consider the even your own country or even India,
Mhm.
so people are not that much aware of the space science. So if you have to say something on that, what would be like to say any messages to them right now?
All right. So see, like space is like really interesting. If we okay, do not, maybe if you don't want to get into the space sector, just go outside, look up at the sky and see the stars, and try to like understand what these stars are, or what part of sky they are in, or what constellations that they are in. Just make it like a small hobby of yours and just look into the universe. You know what's out there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
have that curiosity in you. Or never let the curiosity die. And for me and for a lot of other people, space is the source of curiosity for some people who are like space enthusiasts and stuff.
definitely. Okay, so There are few more questions, but these are very different. Uh, so I would like to know this one from you as well. Okay. So many people associate success with titles and achievements.
Mhm.
For you personally, what does success truly mean?
All right. For me, a success truly means like satisfaction. Being satisfied with the position that I'm in, with the people I'm around, and like the confidence that I have in myself. So it's basically satisfaction. If you're satisfied with what you're doing, great.
Okay. Okay. And I would like to ask two more questions. Basically,
Mhm.
this question has just a design. Basically, this should be for everyone. Basically, whatever the school student or any student is going to watch it. Uh, what habits, mindset, are the skills do you believe are the most important for the student aspiring to work in the space-related fields? What are the mindsets, or the skills and habits they should be having?
One again, what's out there? The first, you said about mindset. So have the
Yeah,
mindset of exploring what's out there. Second, you mentioned the second thing
skills,
you said,
skills
skills.
and habits.
Okay, habits. First of all, the classic thing, which is discipline, having discipline. And like never let the curiosity die. Keep on looking for opportunities. Like citizen science is like a really accessible thing to you. You can like participate in like asteroid searching campaign. They are available. They have no. I don't think they have any age restriction. If I'm not wrong,
Not having.
they don't have. Yeah, you can start with that. And apart from that, a skill, if I talk about one skill that is really important is like storytelling. Not like making up stories, but storytelling and the art of like public speaking. Because when you get into space sector, it is like really important for you to reach out to people, to do outreach, to let other people know about what you are doing, what you want to work on, or like help others in getting into the field. So you need to be like confident and have that sense and self confidence in you that if anybody comes in front of you, you can easily talk to that person and communicate with them the ideas that you have here in your mind. I think that is like really important for all the fields, but especially if I talk about here in the space sector, it's really important because outreach again is really necessary to let other people know about your work or what you're working on. And also, again, psychologically, is you need to be really strong. You need to build your psychological abilities and your emotional intelligence, we call it. So you're not like sitting there in your room and cutting your wrists. I had to make that joke. Come on, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, it's really nice. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it was really amazing. Like, yeah, this was the great message for the people who are just planning to do something, and it's really nice. Uh, yeah, this is my, I think, last question for the student. Like, what practical advice would you give to the student who want to follow a similar path but feel limited by resources or opportunities? And this is really going to be uh, very common for the all the people who are just going to be think like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely these things going to come.
All right, so limitations are just there in your mind, honestly, if you think about it. There are like a lot of opportunities present. I've just talked about the asteroid research campaign. There are other, you have propagation.
Yeah, propagation. Right.
You have propagation. Go with propagation, do research with propagation. Like go there in like the cosmic researcher program.
Yeah, there are lots of free workshops out there. Just
Yeah,
go and
there are a lot of free workshops, like, and also like listen to people. Like have like that ability of active listening, like people like Neal are there. They're like Jitu is like conducting different workshops and and inviting people who have like years and years of experience. Listen to them, get ideas from what they're saying, and see where you can implement that in your life, or whether you can like grab something important from their conversation and their life and make it and take it and then work on it and develop it more in your life.
It's really nice. Everyone, the people who are watching, please follow it. It's really amazing.
Mhm.
Okay. I definitely go check out the propagation. We are having the free workshops. So yeah,
Yeah.
you could just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Okay. So I think this was all about my questions. But yeah, I would like to know one more thing. Like as you just mentioned about the space science, and you're doing the same stuff in the space thing and all. So, do you have any stories or any moments when you just feel like, yeah, this field is going to be in which I would be able to spend lots of time in it, in the space science?
All right.
Any moment or
So, when
things? Yeah.
okay, so when I joined before joining the my university, I was sure that I wanted to become an astronaut. I had to like work on it. I did not know how to work on it, but as I joined like my university, I met people who were like really interested into like space things and stuff. There, we have like a whole space society there in my university, and through networking, you gain like a lot of opportunities. You go out, you talk to people, and you learn about different opportunities. For example, I really wanted to conduct an analog mission in my university. I really wanted to do that, so I just contacted one of my senior, and I told her that this is my idea and I want to work on it. And she said, this guy, he's working on SAFAR, which is like an analog research station which we are trying to build here on in Pakistan. And that's how I came to know about SAFAR and the the founder Nasser. So I just she gave me his contact information. I just texted him, and that's how I got into SAFAR and making like EVA protocols for SAFAR. See, networking can be like really powerful. If I'm like sitting here and giving this interview, I first of all, you reached out to me. That was also networking. You came out with an opportunity for me. If I say how I got into Titan Space, I told about my friend Biswajit. I worked there with him in the analog mission of Habitat Mate. He was there in my team. That's networking. I came to know about Titan Space through him, you can say. I got to know about the Astronaut Candidate program through him. So networking could do like huge. That's why I say that outreach is really important, because people can network with people who already know about a few things, and they can learn more from people who don't really know about that many things, so they can teach each other.
It's completely right. Yeah, definitely. If I'll tell you about myself, so basically, I just joined the LinkedIn in maybe December 2024, I guess. Yeah. And it's been 1 year on LinkedIn. And I just get connected with lots of people, founders, CEOs, and companies. I just get the chance to talk to the lots of scientists. And even I just ask them for the propagation. Basically, at the propagation, as you already know, on every Sunday, we just organize an event.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just going to be interactive session in which the student would be able to interact. But I had an idea, like I'm just going to call those people who are just going in to do like who are doing any incredible things. Maybe they are going to be an astronaut, or they are the astronauts, or they are an astrophysicist or astronomers. But they're not being that much available for the people, and they're not being able to answer everyone. So I just wanted to reduce that. And because of that only, I just thought to start that. And currently, I'm being able to continue this journey at propagation for the like around 6 months. And continuously, we are organizing events every Sunday. And these things are being possible because of the networking things. Because I talk to the people at LinkedIn, I ask them to join, and I ask them to give the sessions at propagation. It's completely fine, and it's going quite good,
You
and
know,
lots of people are also getting help. So yeah, these things are
yeah.
so good.
You said you built propagation within 6 months to the extent that it is right now. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, we can say that.
You're seeing the second thing that I mentioned. discipline. You did not leave propagation or say like let me take a break. You didn't say that. You continued,
Yeah,
and look where propagation is right now. Come
yeah,
on, man. You have people. You have students from all over the world in the program that you just mentioned.
yeah, definitely.
So you see
There
how
was a one
powerful
person.
discipline could be.
Yeah, it's really, I'm being able to observe. Do you know like Kivalya? Maybe you know
Yeah,
about her.
yeah. I know
When she
about.
just came at Sunday events, and she just told me, and don't worry, she's maybe younger, maybe she's 17 or 18 only.
Mm-hmm,
And we were just on the call, and she was like, do you know, like, there would be lots of things going to happen. Maybe there would be any Sunday on which maybe 10 people are going to be there. Maybe there would be any Sunday, just there would be like 100 or 200 or 500 people just going to be
mm-hmm.
there. But never stop this, because I personally love this platform
Yep.
and these thing, whatever
Mm-hmm,
thing you're just doing in. So yeah, these are the few things which really inspired me to do those things. Because I was always wanted to do something like this, because I was not being able to get a chance to do something like this. Because when you're just going to be in the college, you're not going to get the chance to interact with any scientist, because in every college having the same stories only. Okay, you're not being able to like talk to the lots of scientists, because in even the function also they're just going to call any influencers or the any singers. They're not going to
Singers,
call. Yeah, there is a
concerts.
very few chance they are just going to organize any workshop with scientists. You would be
Mm-hmm,
able to interact with any scientist and all. These things is going to be very limitations. So, and there are the lots of scientists. Do you know, like what I realized after organizing lots of events, there are scientists and the researchers, professors who just want to help students, but they are not being able to get them.
connect them. Yeah, connect
Yeah,
with them.
definitely. They are not being able to do that, because people not even trying to connect with them, and they are not being able to understand like where they would be able to get the serious people. So yeah, this was the whole idea to do that. Yeah, it's going quite good.
Yeah. Like here at Institute of Space Technology, luckily there are like a few things like that going on. Just like I mentioned, ICAS, there's like Space Week held every year, and the students come from different schools and stuff, and they do presentations on let's say Mars sports, how sports are going to be there on Mars. So like fun topics like this for students, and I think that this is like really important for the students to learn about space. And I saw like projects this year by made by like school students. They had built like a rover with Arduino and everything, and that was like really great to see. So I think like projects or like conferences or different events like this should be organized for students, which Propagation is doing beautifully. Like free workshops are happening, and you
Exactly,
get to like
sisters.
interact with people who have like so much experience, and they can actually like inspire a lot of students, so that's always great.
Definitely. And I'm really just going to keep it continue. I don't know, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
really being fun for me and interesting.
it
So yeah.
should it should be continued, or else I will see you
Okay. It's
if
all
you
because
don't
of the
stop.
people like you,
Mhm.
yeah, who are having the thought like this. Like we should just do
Mhm.
something like this. I would like to mention one person here. Okay, Dr. Priya Hassan. She's
Yeah,
an astrophysicist in India, and she's one of the best person. But why I'm saying that, because she is the one who, what I really observed, that she used to go in lots of free workshops.
yeah,
I'm mentioning these free things because she is the one. Basically, let me just tell you a few things. There is a story behind it as well. Like in the April 2025 only, when I was in my college, okay, it was my last semester. So basically, I just attended a workshop on basically exoplanets and detection method, something like that. It
mhm,
was organized by the Nehru Planetarium, which is situated in the basically Delhi. And there was a professor, that was Dr. Priyasan ma'am. And uh, when she was just explaining things and all, I was so impressed with her. And then I started the profession in June, I guess, around like. Uh, yeah, I just planned those things in February, but in the June I just started those things, and then I asked her to come at our platform, and she just agreed for that. Not for the once, she just came for the like three times. And if I'll text her right now, like, ma'am, there is an outreach thing, I want you there. She always used to be there. Like, she just going to be helpful for everyone, and even she, and not only the she, even her husband. I'm just mentioning about those both people. Those are really nice. They are just going to give you their personal number. You can just contact them, and you could just text them if you're having any issue regarding the academic or anything like that, and they would be going to be helpful. So there are some people like that, and these type of people are really being
Amazing.
reason why we are keeping it continue.
Yep.
So,
I would love to connect with them.
yeah, yeah, you can connect them
Yep.
one way or that.
Yep. You know,
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying the outreach is really important.
yeah, this
People
is
like
really,
us attend free workshops and then we start our own like whole institutes and stuff.
yeah,
We help other people get into the space sector.
yeah. These things, I think, they're going to be helpful for lots of students.
Mhm.
So, oh yeah,
Yep.
it was really nice conversation with you.
Yep.
Uh,
Same on this side. I really enjoyed it.
yeah, also, it was really amazing having you here, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining this series. The Curious Talk. This one is the different one. That one is the different.
Yep, yep.
Okay, now you know.
All right. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I'm like always ready to do like outreach type of thing. So if you need me in future, just text me. I will make myself available.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Definitely, I'll do. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Bye
Done.
bye, everyone.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.